Hello everyone, Baba Tomo to be here. It's a pleasure to come right in your faces. So I'm a cybersecurity researcher and October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Therefore, I'll be sharing few tips to secure yourself online. Number one tip I want to share is to always use a strong and secure password. Alright, so it's no news that people like to use their date of birth, their pet names, their relatives' names, so that they can easily remember this. However, this is very bad practice because if you are a victim of a phishing campaign, alright, this can be easily guessed, and in no time you can have your passwords or your credentials compromised. Alright, another tip is not to use the same password across all your social media, banking apps. Do not use the same passwords everywhere. Alright, you could add few tweaks to them, alright, but do not let them be the same password. So in case if one set of password gets compromised, it cannot be used, it cannot be sprayed against other social media or your other apps that you have. Okay, another tip is to always use a mixture or combination of digits, lowercase, uppercase, and symbols while creating your passwords. Alright, just to make them secure, and please ensure that your passwords are at least 10 characters long. Another tip I want to share is to use a multi-factor authentication, MFA. So one factor is your password, so multi-factor, as the name implies, means adding another factor to your password. So you're not having two different passwords, but you are having, say, another wall that you have to break into. So peradventure your credentials get compromised, and say an attacker tries to use these credentials on your social media or your banking app, they get prompted to enter, say, another 6 digits or 8 digits depending on the authentication app that you use. So there are several free apps out there that are non-commercial: Google, Microsoft, Ofti. Alright, I'll be dropping the links in the description so you could try it out. So how do you set up MFA? So most of these applications now integrate setting up MFA into their app. So all you have to do is go to the settings in your application and look for to the privacy settings and see where you find how to set up MFA. So you may be required to download an app, as once I've mentioned earlier. The banking app, I don't know, might require you, they might recommend one for you to download. You just have to follow the instructions until you have completely and successfully set up your MFA. Another tip I want to share is do not click on links shared to you, say by your friends or family, if you cannot verify this source. Alright, so we know that our friends could just send us a link and say, hey, check out this photo I just posted on Instagram and let me know what you think. So while this might sound friendly, alright, they may have been compromised. Alright, it might not be them sending you that link, so they might have already been compromised. It might be a threat actor disguising as though they were your friend and sending you this link to click on. So these links may be clickbait, so as soon as you click this link, the attacker might just have remote access to your network, to your computers, depending on what you click on. And when they have remote access, they control your device as though it was you controlling it. So I'm gonna share one website that you may check if you have been a victim of a cyber breach. I was a victim several years ago. It was I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share like a video that I made. So haveibeenpawned.com is the website that you need to check. So it's gonna check, just input your email, and it's gonna tell you if you have been a victim of a cyber breach. You never can tell. Many of these big giants out there get hacked. Okay, Twitter, I'm not to mention a lot of them, but I'm gonna show you in the picture. Alright, so you just have to check if you've been a victim, and if you have been a victim, I advise that you do not use that email anymore. You just change it say disable it if you can, because that email and the password combination that you use is already out there in the wild. And if you've been using the same password across other sites, then you're at risk. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to make it as short as possible. I'm going to be sharing more tips later on. Thank you.